Hi friends, super excited to be in Edge Case 2025 and I bump on a friend of mine, Noah. So please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Noah Abrahams. I usually describe myself as a cloud OG. I've been in this cloud and cloud native space for longer than I care to actually mention because it'll tell you all how old I am.
No, you are not. You are a star. You are a freaking star. You have been working so many open source projects.
I've been, yeah, I've done a lot for a very long time in this space. I've been in cloud for almost 20 years now. I've, I've been in cloud longer than Azure.
Wow, so you must know everything.
I wish I did. I think this is a space where it's really difficult for anyone to be able to say, I know everything. The best you can do is sort of have your fingers in a lot of pies, and then and then be able to extrapolate. But if somebody comes in and says, I know everything there is to know about the cloud ecosystem, I would be a little bit dubious. I would be worried about that person.
So I'm super excited because I know that you are an ambassador. You work a lot with CNCF.
I did that, yes, for a very long time.
So what is the main project you collaborate with?
Most of my work was done in Kubernetes. When I got started with the CNCF, there was only 4 projects, which also tells you how long I've been there, as opposed to, I think there's almost 200, if not more now. But I want to say when I got started, it was Kubernetes, Prometheus, Fluent, I think, and hard to remember way back then, back in the dark ages and stone ages.
No, come on. How you see the future with new AI upcoming and a lot of this industry is getting faster than ever?
Well, fast is probably a good operative word. A lot of the work that I'm seeing now is around the infrastructure to support AI. And there's a lot of people that'll give you a lot of different answers about where AI is today, whether it's still a boom, whether it's over a hump, whether it's a bubble, what's going on. And I think a lot of that comes down to differentiating between the infrastructure that is supporting this sort of AI technology versus a lot of the companies that are cashing in on the AI boom as it happens. And I think what we're seeing today is not going to be what comes out of it in 3 or 5 years. But the need for speed, the need for things like support for additional GPUs, the need for being able to process large amounts of data. I mean, CERN was doing that years ago. You can see some of their great presentations early on about processing tremendous amounts of data from the Large Hadron Collider that they were processing, like petabytes per minute or something.
That's impressive.
Insane amounts of data. And now we're looking at what if we were parsing these massive models in effectively real time because we've got enough power behind the GPUs and the purpose-built CPUs.
Yeah, because things are getting fun. Personally, I was working on a project that they use like this 400 billion parameter model, and they squeeze in one, they call it AI server. These machines are super complex, and now we need InfiniBand to connect the GPUs together. And you need to access the remote memory of the other GPU because one card is not enough. So you glue together the memory and the compute unit. It's incredible what we are able to do it on this perspective.
I think it's really surprising that we've come back to things like bus width being our bandwidth, our bottleneck again. It seems like it's been so long since that was the problem. I've been reading recently on some things about using the PCI bus and using NVMe channels for other purposes, for other data transfer. And I think if we can see where this is sort of going in terms of the vast amounts of data that needs processing, if you've forget InfiniBand. If you're slapping network connectivity on an NVMe channel, I can't even start thinking about the amount of connectivity and the amount of processing that's going to need to back that up, but also the amount that we'll be able to move and the work that we'll be able to do that we just couldn't do even 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's incredible. But we still need a human ingenuity
Absolutely.
because I believe that ingenuity is one irreplaceable thing. But
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the things that has a lot of people in uproar about the AI boom is taking people out of the cycle. And there is no replacement for human ingenuity. There's no replacement for imagination. There's no replacement for that creativity. And I mean, we've seen plenty of AI models create things, hallucinate things all the time, but that's not human creativity. That's more randomness. That's noise compared to somebody being able to look at a set of data and say, "Hey, wait a minute." It's the "Hey, wait a minute" moment that I think really shine.
thank you for sharing with us. Yes, I think this 8 wait a minute, somebody can call it eureka or aha moment. These are what is shining. And for people that want to know more, that want to keep in contact with you, what's the best way of getting in contact with you?
For me, it's either LinkedIn or Blue Sky.
Cool.
You can find me on LinkedIn, Noah Abrahams. It's easy to find me. Or if you want the unfiltered bizarre thoughts, then N Abrahams on Blue Sky. You'll find me out there.
Cool. So guys, connect with this gentleman. And one more thing, I just discovered that is on the main page of GitHub event, the latest universe event has this gentleman on the homepage. I'm super excited about this. Have a great day and let's innovate more. Bye.